Long before the days of hip hop and Britpop, no one had ever heard of TikTok and Millie Rock. Long before Peppa Pig, Pokemon and Roland Rat, Westlife, Spice Girls, Little Mix and Take That. Long before EDL, BLM and Miners Strikes. Long before teenage kids seemed to do just what they like. Even before Johnson, Harold Blair and Thatcher, Megan Fox, Courtney Cox, The Rock and Terry Hatcher. Long before juicers, superfoods and quinoa, where Elon Musk was just a kid let alone electric cars. Long before new romantics, body pop and grime, there was a celebrated age, a very different time. 50 years, just 50 years, half a century ago, the decade of all decades, the one we've come to know as a time of punk, disco and funk, our idols painted brightly, and when protesters raised their flags, they were not taken lightly. A time of monumental change as our coppers became rearranged, and while people feared the change of time, they'd embrace it or be left behind. The hexagonal coin replaced the note, and although we didn't get to vote, the choice was taken out of our hands, and we stood behind the government plans. So reluctantly a nation, we embraced decimalisation. And as far back as 72, gay pride made their bow. They took their fight and demanded rights for the freedoms they see now. The troubles raged across the sea where men and children fell as explosion ripped through shopping malls, unleashing bloody hell. People stood taller than ever before as we toddled around in their shoes, and trousers gathered dirt as they dragged on the floor, and disco banished the blues. Bohemian Rhapsody, YMCA, they all had us dancing in different ways, but dance we did, and while we jammed, the Americans lost out in Vietnam. And we got used to our silver coin and rally chopper bikes and watched as the punk rockers seemed to do just what they liked. But we were just young, so simply had fun and enjoyed our decade to the full. We played out all day, had fun our own way, and tried our best to look cool. And 50 years on, I ask what went wrong, or are my history glasses tinted? Have I just forgotten it was occasionally rotten? And the picture that I have just painted is not of the time because there was crime and there were moments of grey. But we didn't care because we weren't aware. All we did was just played. And we played hard on the field or the yard and we didn't need to be told, we just did. Without responsibility, we enjoyed the 70s and the pleasure of just being a kid. 70s. Bye.